Today was English Lit, paper 2. We did AQA.
OCR English Literature a few hours ago.
English Literature Paper 2.
So I just got out of my AQA English Literature exam.
I feel like this is a daily place where I'm doing my GCSE reactions.
For me, it was a 2.5-hour exam, so it was so long. I was in the hall for about 3 hours.
I just got home from my English Literature Paper 2 paper.
Paper 2 lit, and it was like, it just gave me a headache. It was fine. Like, I studied animal farm for my modern tech, so that was okay. War photographer came up and I just like, wow, like, I didn't study that, so I just had to like really waffle.
I mean, could have been better. We had a question on Sheila and selfishness. I did Sheila. What did you do?
I did Sheila.
Sheila.
As well.
It was good.
Didn't have enough time, even though it was 12,
it was just so much time.
I rushed so much.
And the unseen poetry, like, what the hell, Harry? Who's
I
Harry?
know about Harry, how he was like a pro now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Edexcel, thank you. Thank you for giving us a question on Utterson. Thank you for not giving us a question on the maid that saw him get killed. Thank you. And I could answer the question on Utterson. You snaked us completely with Porter. However, you pulled it back with this. But then you snaked us again by giving us 2 poems about shopping that doesn't make sense.
So I've just come home from my English Literature Paper 2 GCSE. Honestly, it couldn't have gone any better. They were really good questions as a whole. For an in spectacles, I chose to do the theme related question. Equally, the character question was just as good.
Oh my god, I can't do these. Ugh, I'm so over school. Like, I'm so over these exams. Like, I'm not passing any. Like, I didn't like that exam. I didn't know what to compare to. I used kamikaze. I don't know if that was right. I go on to unseen poetry and see about snowman. So, no, that's illegal, and AQA is gonna hear from my lawyer, so bye.
The last question, the unseen, was actually really nice, which I was so freaking out about. The actual poetry question wasn't tissue. It wasn't tissue.
Lord of the Flies was just amazing. Like, you can never go wrong with that. And then War Photographer was a bit iffy. Like, you know, I wasn't prepared for that, but you can still make it work. You know, whoever compared it to Remais did probably really well, but I couldn't remember any quotes, so I did kamikaze. And then the unseen poetry was actually really good. Like, the guy was called Harry and he was always happy. Like, that's like I started laughing in the exam. It was actually hilarious. But yeah,
It went actually really well. I thought the unseen poetry was solid. It was good, it was nice. I chose to do the theme question simply because I feel like you can talk about all the characters under the theme, and I didn't know that much about Sheila, so I just thought that would be easier.
For me, it was a 2.5-hour exam, so it was so long. I was in the hall for about 3 hours. The questions were responsibility, which we did for our mock, and we also got the Cratchit family.
Educast, what were you thinking? Giving us an essay question about the Cratchit family and how they are important in the novella. I could only write about 3 characters: Bob Cratchit, Tiny Tim and Martha, and you expect me to spend about 45 minutes writing an essay about them 3 characters.
Overall, English literature, done it now, and I think I might have passed.
I thought it was actually easier than paper 1 because I prefer the play, we do it in spectacles, and I picked the question on Sheila because I prefer to write about characters rather than themes. I just find it a lot easier. And then I compared Remais to War Photographer. As long as you like say why they're connected, why the 2 poems are connected, it doesn't really matter which poem you pick. So I just picked Remais. And then for the unseen poetry, I thought that went really well. Apart from the 8 marker, I kind of ran out of time.
It went okay. The questions were good. I'm never really good at unseen, so obviously I don't think I've done as well in that. Hoping I passed English Literature.
Blood Brothers was quite a simple question. It was about money. I'd done the one about money. There was also one about Mrs. Lyons. It went really well. I'd done about 4 pages and I got all of my information in, which I was really, really happy with, so I'm really pleased with that. Love Poetry I done, and it was Winter Swans, and I compared it to Sonnet 29, which I thought went actually really well. I had to rush towards the end because I was running out of time. And then Unseen Poetry was actually really nice, but I feel like the poetry wasn't as good as Blood Brothers because I was rushing. I didn't feel like I had enough time. However, out of all, I think it was one of my best exams and I'm really happy with it.
Obviously we know paper 1 was like a blessing. Paper 2, screwed up unseen poetry because can't do unseen poetry. But I think I saved it with the other 2 sections because the inspector calls, got a bit confused at first, selfishness, but then I think it was okay. Didn't do the question because I can't do character questions. So we did selfishness and I think it was good. Anthology, oh my god, I was praying for it to be either Winter Swans or Neutral Tones.
It was Wonder Swans.
I do Blood Brothers and Power and Conflict Poetry, and honestly I think it went alright. The only problem is my hand is killing me. Like, I must have written about 15 pages, so I did have a lot to say. I didn't have enough time, I did run out of time. I was writing to the very last second.
The poem that came up I didn't learn, but I understood it, so it was okay. And I put loads of quotes and like loads of terminology in there, and then for the Romeo and Juliet part I put loads in there, so I'm happy.
I didn't finish it. I was gonna write 8 paragraphs for Inspector Calls, but only wrote 7, but that's fine.
It was about Dr. Jekyll and I didn't really get any of it. But My Woman in Black was okay. That was about places and locations, and the unseen poetry was actually quite nice because that was about parents and child.
The poem, oh my god, AQA, thank you so much.
I was so stressed out this morning, so stressed out, like I thought I didn't know anything. I went into my exam, it went so well. Winter Swans came up, I knew it so well, I knew how to compare it. The unseen poetry was really good.
No more English literature ever again. Well, hopefully, let's pray and hope I pass.
And yeah, overall I think it went really well, and I just hope I get a good mark.
All I can say is I'm never learning 15 poems ever again, and these books are useless now.
So yeah, overall good day. Time to celebrate. Half term, no more exams. Yeah!
We've got a holiday now, 10 days. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go out, gonna have a great time. Let's go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna revise as well.
Exam time can be challenging. If you're finding it difficult to cope, follow the links in the description for information on the support available.